I used to think silence was peaceful. Then my mom fell into a coma, and silence became the loudest sound in the world. Everything just kept piling up, and worse, it was just the two of us. No rich dad, no secret inheritance, no billionaire auntie waiting to adopt me and fix my life. I tried to stay strong, but when the nurse gently reminded me again that we still had unpaid bills, something inside me finally cracked. I just nodded, locked myself inside the restroom, and finally broke down. I had already sold almost everything I loved. My iPad, my sweatshirts, even the tiny cute things that used to make me happy. What else was I supposed to give? My hair? Both of my kidneys? I had almost lost hope. Please, I'll do anything. I'll study harder. I'll stop complaining about homework. Okay, maybe not completely, but I'll try. I won't even call the mean girls at school ugly goblins anymore. Just please, I need a miracle. If you want a miracle, then look up. Treasure awaits those who listen. Wait, like treasure? Treasure? You are reading it right. A special treasure awaits you. Is this a prank or something? Hello? I slowly turned around, expecting a hidden speaker or a hospital ghost with good acoustics. But there was nothing. I did not just hear a bathroom wall answer me. The wall did not answer you. I did. This is stress. People cry too hard and start hearing things, so this is totally normal, right? Just then, an arrow beneath the message suddenly started glowing. First I'm hearing things, and now I'm seeing things? What's happening? Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion. Because I don't need some riddles right now. I need some miracle, or at least some actual cash, or some treasure valuable enough to change your fate. Whether it becomes salvation or disaster depends on who finds it first. And right now, you're already running out of time. Out of desperation to save my mom, I eventually gave in. I followed her out of the restroom, through the hallway, and toward the exit, while she narrated every tiny step, like a freaking GPS. Proceed to the exit. Step over the small crack. Avoid the wet spot. Lift your foot slightly higher. There is an unpleasant object 2 centimeters ahead. I stepped down and my whole body froze. Oh, my apologies. I meant there was an unpleasant object 2 centimeters ahead. Too late. Soon we reached a narrow alley between 2 old buildings. Miss, are you sure this is the right way? The path continues forward. Though I understand your hesitation, narrow passages often awaken the mind's instinct for danger. However, if treasure were always placed in bright, comfortable places, far few people would learn anything from searching for it. So, that's a yes? Oh, that pretty summarizes what I've said. So, yes. I finally stepped into the alley, and thankfully it was only normal scary and not dangerous and life-threatening scary. Even the dramatic pigeon on the street shut up. Miss Lady Voice? Hello? Are you still here with me? Don't worry, I'm here. Just keep walking. Do not turn back yet. Step back and just breathe slowly. Soon, warm wind rushed past me, and when I looked back, the alley was gone, and I was now standing in an open field under a bright blue sky. Holy yummy cheese balls! Did I just teleport to another place? I also noticed a small glowing orb floating in front of me. Yes, you have arrived in Mondstadt, the city of freedom. A land of wind, songs, nights, and many stories carried through time. I realized that the glowing orb... So that meant her voice now had some sort of a body? So, you mean I'm not somewhere in Europe and not dreaming? Yes, this is not Europe, nor is it a dream. A world with its own laws, gods, stories, wounds, and miracles. Why am I exactly in this unfamiliar land? I just want my mom to wake up. Then keep walking, Sabrina. The treasure hunt begins here. Fine. If this treasure can really give me a miracle, then lead the way. Watch out. Explosive encounter highly likely nearby. Explosive what? Just then, a loud boom suddenly echoed from somewhere near the trees, and a tiny red figure then burst out from behind a bush. Ta-da! Spark Knight of the Knights of Favonius. She is known throughout for her enthusiasm, remarkable explosive talent, and a long history of incidents that are best described as energetic. Sorry about that. KLEE was only doing a little fish blasting. Well, maybe not a little, but the fish tastes so good, so KLEE thinks being grounded for a day is worth it. Anyway, are you here for the treasure hunt?
You know about that?
Uh-huh. Miss Nicole told KLE. She said a dear traveler named Sabrina would arrive. Wait, you can hear her too? And she actually has a name? Of course! Miss Nicole is the best! And she talks inside heads because she can't talk with her mouth. Mom says she's very smart and very nice, but also talks a lot. Alice said that? Yep, I see. KLEE skipped closer and grabbed my hand like we've been friends for 10 years. Can KLEE come play with her today, Miss Nicole? Please! A calm, wise female voice responds. As far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her beloved daughter.
Yay!
But why does Sabrina look so sad? Did someone make you cry? Was it a bad guy? KLE can blow them up.
Only a little.
I'm not sad.
You are. I know crying faces. Jean makes that face when KLE accidentally causes big disasters. My mom is really sick. She is in a coma right now. That's why I need to find the treasure so I can buy her medicines and pay the bills. Mom always says love can travel very far. Even farther than my best bombs. So your mom's love must still be with you too, even if she's sleeping. Thanks, KLE.
You're welcome.
No problem. And don't worry, we're gonna find that treasure. Help your mom and only blow up the bad guys. Maybe we can do the first two without the third one? KLEE will try very hard. Watch out! Hilichurls incoming! Literally 6 seconds later, masked monsters burst out of the bushes. Hilichurls, what? And KLEE pulled out her bombs like this was a normal Tuesday. Jumpty Dumpty go! Boing boing boom!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Am I gonna die? Stay calm, step back, duck, now!
Before I could fully lose it, golden light bloomed beneath us. A glowing flower platform rose from the ground, blocking the monsters just in time.
Mr. Albedo, you came. KLEE knew you would.
I heard explosions nearby and thought it would be wise to investigate.
Finding KLE here confirms my hypothesis.
Sabrina, this is Mr. Albedo. He's like my big brother, and he's super smart.
Nicole quickly explained that Albedo was the chief alchemist of the Knights of Favonius, and that his knowledge of ancient mechanisms would be very useful for our treasure hunt.
KLE is my little spark knight. I need to keep her safe and sound. Besides, investigating the unknown is certainly my thing.
So count me in.
Well, I guess the more the merrier.
After that, Nicole led us to Thousand Winds Temple, an ancient ruin full of broken pillars, weird symbols,
Traps, slimes, and things that clearly posed a significant challenge. But somehow, because of Nicole's direction, I thought you were just going to lead me to the treasure. You did not warn me about all this.
Seriously, did I get transported into a video game world or what? A world is only called a game by those watching safely from the outside.
To those inside it, every path, every danger, every choice is real.
Wow, that was beautiful, but also very unhelpful.
Then allow me to be more direct.
Keep moving.
Something larger is approaching.
Larger?
Just then, the ground shook. From the dark corners of the ruin, 2 giant metal monsters slowly woke up.
Please tell me those are statues. Please! Unfortunately, no. Those are ruin guards. Ancient machines built for battle. And judging by the glow in their eyes, they have already identified us as a threat. Before I could pee my pants, someone crashed down from a broken wall and stood between us and the machines like a walking shield. One swing sent a ruin guard flying back like a stupid little tin can. Whoa, this guy looked like he could punch a mountain and the mountain would apologize.
Uncle Varka, you came! KLEE knew you would! Now the big metal meanies are in trouble.
Ah, the valiant knight to the rescue. How timely.
Ha, Miss Nicole. Didn't expect to find you leading children into ancient ruins.
And I didn't expect you to enter by jumping from a wall. Yet, here you are. Fair enough.
The moment he lifted it, the air around us shimmered. The first clue has awakened. First clue?
Nicole's glowing orb rose into the air, stretched like a flower opening, then became a beautiful woman.
Well, there you are. I was wondering how long you plan to stay as a floating light.
Wait, you're Miss Voice Lady? You actually had a physical form this whole time?
Yeah.
My apologies. Until the first clue awakened, I could only guide you through a small projection of my presence. Now that the path has opened, I can take this form before you. However, for certain reasons, I am unable to speak.
This is the only way I can communicate with you.
Now then.
She continued yapping for 8 more minutes straight. And from what I understood, she was an angel called N from the Hexen Circle, a circle of powerful witches. She then explained that the glowing fragment was a piece of the treasure's scattered light and could lead us to the traces left across Tevat. The treasure you seek was broken long ago.
Its light scattered across Tevat, leaving traces behind. This fragment will reach those traces.
The brighter it shines, the closer we are to the treasure. Across Tevat? As in this whole world of yours?
Several regions, yes.
That means a long trip, but don't worry, with Miss Nicole's incredible sense of direction, we'd never have to worry about getting lost.
Yay! More big adventures!
Wait, no, not yay. I need to go back. I have classes tomorrow and a sick mom in the hospital. Nobody told me this treasure hunt came with a lot of obstacles and a whole world tour. I understand. Your fear is not unreasonable.
But the treasure you seek cannot be reached by standing still. Each clue will bring us closer.
And each step will return you to the wish that brought you here. Fine. For Mom, I would continue this crazy mission. After that, everything turned into the fastest, weirdest world tour of my life. The mute angel continued her directions like an dragging us across a giant magical map, jumping from one region to another.
While I tried my best to stay alive and understand what was actually happening, in Inazuma, the sea was angry, the sky was angrier.
And my stomach was fighting for its life. Storms often remind mortals that control is an illusion. And yet, Miss Nicole, respectfully, I'm about to throw up into the ocean.
I suggest you give the kid the short version, Miss Nicole.
Very well. Storms pass.
In Sumeru, we finally got one peaceful break near a waterfall. Oh, thank you. That one helped. Albedo sketched the view, Kali showed me her cherished doll, and when she said her mom gave it to her so she would never feel lonely.
After our little break, Nicole led us to Natlin, where we were nearly roasted alive. Fiery creatures chased us through rocky paths.
While she calmly yelled directions, and at one point, Varka carried Klee and me like luggage. This is fun! Uncle Varka is the best! Hold on tighter!
Every trace we followed made the fragment shine brighter. And by the time we reached Fontaine, it was full on glowing.
Like it had finally remembered where the real treasure was hidden. Nicole led us beneath the water to the one hiding the real treasure. Frickin' finally! Soon, we found a mysterious sealed door, and Albedo figured it out like a puzzle in minutes.
Using one of Fontaine's underwater mechanisms like it was nothing. The sealed door opened, and I thought we had finally reached the treasure. Behind it were more passages, hidden compartments, and even more puzzles. I swear to God, is the treasure shy or what? Ancient civilizations valued protection. Finally, we reached a chamber where a small chest waited on a pedestal. I opened it with shaking hands, but there was no gold, no money, no jewels, nothing I could sell.
Inside was just a small, broken, flower-shaped relic. No. We traveled across Teyvat for this? For a broken thing?
It is indeed damaged.
We can fix this, right? Yes, but not with gold, not with force.
Not even with knowledge alone. Then how? This relic is a vessel of hope. It reflects the heart's deepest wish. It was never meant to make someone rich. It was meant to answer the part of a person who refuses to give up.
I stared at the tiny broken flower and slowly understood. The treasure was never something I could sell to fix.
The one thing I had almost lost in that hospital restroom. Nicole said every region had left something inside me. Courage, endurance, wisdom, strength, and truth. I held the broken relic and thought of Mom's smile, her warm hugs, and the little things she did whenever I was sad. I wish for my mom to wake up. I don't need gold or anything. I just want more time with her, please. Just then, the relic started glowing. Golden light filled the cracks.
And the broken petals slowly repaired themselves until the flower became whole again. You fixed it! The restoration is complete. The way home can now be opened.
A portal appeared behind us, and my chest hurt when I realized I was really leaving them. They were supposed to be just my treasure hunting team. Kaylee hugged me first and gave me a tiny Dodoko charm.
So you won't forget, Kaylee.
Fear doesn't mean you're weak. It means what you're fighting for matters.
Always remember that, kid. If fate allows us to meet again, perhaps we could continue this conversation over dessert.
You asked for a miracle.
But you were the one who kept walking toward it. Remember that too. After a tearful goodbye with them, I finally stepped into the light. When I opened my eyes again, I was back in the hospital restroom. I thought it had all been a dream until I felt Kaylee's Dodoko charm in my pocket. So it was real.
And the broken petals slowly repaired themselves until the flower became whole again. You fixed it!
Scared, yes, but not empty and hopeless anymore.
One day, my seatmate was secretly playing some online game called Genshin Impact, and the second I saw her screen, my soul almost left my body. The characters looked way too familiar. And then it hit me. So I was in a game? That night, I downloaded the game beside Mom's hospital bed.
Step into the world of Genshin Impact, the open-world action RPG where you explore, battle, and uncover the secrets of Teyvat.
Across PC, mobile, and console, all seamlessly connected. Experience exciting new adventures in Luna 7, Truth Amongst the Pages of Piranha, featuring powerful new weapons. Meet new Wish Banner characters like Nicole, Prune, and Lowen. Fun mini-games and exciting rewards to enjoy. Uncover a brand new story chapter in Sumeru. One afternoon, while I was studying beside Mom, her fingers finally moved. Mom? Hey, sweetie.
Mommy, you're awake. You're really awake. I missed you so much.
And for the first time in a long time, the silence in the room did not feel scary. It felt peaceful. At last.